Hi everybody, thank you for joining us. This is PIP, the Positive Impact Project, a docu-series that is focusing on those who are in the service of humanity, people who make it their careers to work toward the better of others. And I'm here today with Grendl Tucker, who is the owner of CenterPoint, which is now Metaphysical Matrix, and we're going to talk to her today about her work. Welcome.
Hi, thank you, Ingrid.
So Grendl is someone who's been in the field a long time. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, a lot of the abilities that I have, that I realized that I had more intuitive nature, started when I was a child. I'd know who was calling on the phone. My brother and I would play games, and I would always know what color the next car was going to be coming around the corner. He hated that. And as I grew up in my teen years, I found a book in high school called TM, Transcendental Meditation. And once I started practicing Transcendental Meditation, it just opened up a whole different world to understand and to explore. And it made me realize that there's a lot that we are missing in our daily existence, being in touch with our spirit and the source.
Wonderful. So you started out pretty early. You knew you were intuitive. And then as far as what did you get into first as a career with this type of work?
I worked as doing palmistry and tarot card reading. It really kind of started out as entertainment. But it soon became obvious to me that I had a skill. I could read people. I could tell them things that they didn't think I would know. I had one man ask me during a party, he's like, "Are you married to me?"
That's great.
So I read him so well. And so I did tarot card reading, and I did that kind of as a side business. I worked in not-for-profit arts organizations for many years. And then, the fun stuff on the side, my hobby, was this more metaphysical aspect. And when I became a mom, after I got married, my husband insisted I stay at home, so I began to be able to focus more on my metaphysical practices and focusing on that. And it developed itself into something I could do from home, from anywhere. And then that was back in St. Louis. I moved to Houston at the end of 2011. And at that point, I was able to just jump into working out in the public. And I had a regular place I could go, which was CenterPoint, which had been established in Houston about 34 years ago. And
It's been around a while.
the previous owner let me work there every Sunday for years. And when she retired, she needed someone to step in. She knew my background with not-for-profit business aspect. And so she, kind of talked me into taking it over and keeping the light going.
That's wonderful. And, I worked at CenterPoint on and off for the years, and it was such a beautiful business you created that I think it was so important, that something that the world needed.
I do too. I mean, bringing together the alternative beliefs of healing and using energy work, letting people kind of get their more psychological therapy by using spiritual information from readings with tarot cards and psychic mediums, helping the people understand that, there is something beyond that we do have access to, and it can enrich our lives, and it can give us a lot of motivation to increase and improve what we already have been given.
Right. And so now you teach classes as well, right? As well as owning a shop.
Yeah, it's a big business that try to schedule others' classes, but I also teach a lot of psychic development classes, how to use a pendulum. I also have been working with aromatherapy and herbalism for many, many, many years. So that's another side project that I'm always excited about. So we're working in the kitchen. I'm showing people how to create recipes from natural herbs for skin relief, for illness, building up their immune system. Yeah, I do a lot.
You do a lot. You have your
And I have 3 children.
your fingers and everything. Yes, and I think it's wonderful that you are able to balance all of that because you know, a lot of people have work and home, and I think that you do a really nice job of really just bringing it all together so that it isn't necessarily separated.
Right. And I think that's an important thing that I'm trying to promote to others, is that you have to blend your life to everything that you are passionate about. You can make it all blend together. I bring my family with me here, and you know, they're just a part of the scene, and they're growing up in this. My children love this atmosphere also. They love being able to explore different ideas and the acceptance of you know, things beyond our common reality.
Right, and I think that's so important for the next generations to have that acceptance, because I think it's very natural. Children come in with it, and I've had so many clients where, you know, they said, oh, I had this as a child, but my parents shut it down quick.
Yes.
It's really important that we let our children know this is a natural part of life.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting that you are able to incorporate your work with your family. So tell us what else. What is the next step for you, the big project that you have going on right now?
Well, right now I'm just really trying to make an impact in the local community, trying to help people understand that there's a place they can go to reset their priorities, to help themselves physically, mentally, spiritually. I want to eventually try to have bigger names coming in here and doing more impact kinds of workshops. I do get a lot of out-of-towners. I've got Ray Dornan, who does sun ray healing. He's coming in to teach people his modality in January. He's originally from the UK.
Great.
And he's got a very unique way of healing, kind of where he unfolds the holographic body and fixes it and then puts it back together. And he's going to teach people how to do this.
Wonderful.
And it's amazing. And I have all different backgrounds coming in. I have some wonderful meditations coming in with a little Russian girl who's named Nata, and she does a gong meditation. And some people have trouble with meditation, just sitting still. With this meditation, the gong vibrations are so intense, you don't need to worry about extraneous thoughts getting in the way. It's amazing.
Great. Yeah, you have a big lineup that comes in here.
And you're coming in January.
I come in January,
She's teaching
too.
some psychic development classes also.
Yes, it's a great center to work out of. It's got great energy, and there's always so many wonderful practitioners in here. Tell us about some of the practitioners that come for the psychic fairs that you have.
Yeah, I have Sunday, every Sunday except Christmas. I have fairs where I have different healers. I have Reiki healers. I have some unique energy healers like Robert Duncan and Susan do a unique energy scan and healing. Susan also is a massage, I would call her a massage artist. She really is so well versed in the structure of the body. She can reform problems that people are having physically with their body over time. She's a great therapist. I have George coming in, George Thomas and Missy Thomas coming in on our big New Year's Day fair. And he does matrix energetics, faster EFT. He helps people with NLP, learning how to reprogram your language just so that you think more positive. You leave the negatives out of your everyday speech, and it makes a great impact on how you live. I have excellent readers that have been well known here in Houston for a long time and associated with CenterPoint, like Helen Shaner from the Philippines originally. She's just an amazing, insightful woman who was very blunt about telling you the truth. If she sees something, she's going to tell you. She's not going to hide it. Roseanne Barone is another experienced tarot card reader. She does also some exciting tea leaf readings. Kitty Michelle Nelson hasn't been here for a while, but she does tea leaf readings, and she's a great tarot card reader. She also she's been very busy with the Renaissance Festival.
Oh, yeah.
She's got the Blue Moon Gypsy Tea Room out at the Renaissance. But I have a lot of great readers that'll be involved for the upcoming, year. Lots of them that are coming back that haven't been here for a while.
And that's metaphysicalmatrix.org, and you can see the calendar on there, all the events coming,
Yes.
and all the practitioners that come here too. So this center is at 2727 Fondren Road in Houston. So come by and check it out.
Yeah, we're kind of hard to see. We're at the intersection of Westheimer and Fondren, and we're in the plaza behind the Minuti Coffee Building.
Yeah, and it's, it's just a great place to come. I find there's so many people that have these abilities that are, very naturally, and they don't quite understand them yet. So they're drawn to places like this. They're drawn to practitioners who know healing and psychic work. And I find that coming to a place like this can be a recharge, just really plug yourself in while you're here, and find other people who are like you, where you talk about this stuff and you have that support, that spiritual support. And I think that that is one of the main reasons something like this is so important.
Yeah, and that's a part of my mission statement. I want this to be a sanctuary for people to come and feel safe about exploring their spirituality, higher consciousness, their experiences with the other side or other beings.
And you always have food out and
Yes.
refreshments for people to come in and just feel comfortable.
Yeah, I have a comfortable, what I call Grendl's Tarot Parlor, where you can come in and just sit. And I'm only closed on Mondays, other than the holiday. So you can come in and visit, you can sit down, you can talk about your experiences, you can find information, or I can help you connect to who you need to talk to. I've got a lot of work that I do in connecting people. That's a lot, I feel, is my mission, is to connect people.
And that's a big job. It's very important, but that is a big job. Just trying to balance all of that.
Yeah, because you get phone calls and somebody wants to talk to somebody who does past life regression. Well, then I got someone I can refer them to. I can't do everything.
And that's great. I mean, it's like being an octopus.
Yes.
So tell me, what do you see for yourself, like in the next 5 years, and what is it that you would like to see for your business?
I really do want to continue with keeping it simple as far as the educational aspects of it, keeping interesting, relevant classes affordable to the public and to other practitioners. I want to expand. I need more space. I need bigger classroom space to offer some of the things that I'd like to begin to offer, especially with bringing in bigger names to do lectures and seminars and workshops. So the location probably I see a different location within that time frame and to where there's more space. And I want to have more of a regular staff on hand that is able to just take anyone who comes in off the street and help them find the direction that they're looking for. Because we get a lot of seekers coming through the door. They don't know what they're looking for. And I'd like to have more people involved that can help them, point them in the right direction and give them the information that they're seeking.
That's excellent. And I think that that vision is something that a lot of people really need. Not just in Houston, but it would be wonderful to have like a chain of those all over the world, like instead of McDonald's, how about something for your soul, to feed your soul?
That vision is out there.
So let's see how
We're
we
looking
can
at
manifest
making
that.
points of light.
It's wonderful. So tell me, what is your favorite part of this type of work?
My favorite part? Probably when I'm doing the work myself and I'm really seeing that someone is being positively impacted by the information that I'm giving them. I can read off of the cards for them, or the experience that they feel after a Reiki session, where they feel that they're balanced and they're ready to and motivated to go and approach life again. The smiles and the hugs after those sessions, that's my reward.
And that's what the service industry is all about.
Yeah.
And being of service to humanity is that you get charged from it too.
I do. That's the exchange for me, is the love I get back.
And I've seen a lot of documentaries, one on minimalism recently, about these corporate guys who, they reached the top of what they saw was the top of the ladder, and they realized how unfulfilled they were, that all the stuff and money they had it wasn't what life was about.
Right,
And
it
now,
doesn't feed the spirit.
now they go around giving talks on minimalism and giving hugs to people, and they said it's, you know, it's just about finding that joy. And I feel like a lot more people need to follow that joy and do work that feels right to them, as opposed to it being about money. It needs to be about what you are joyful about and how you can connect with others.
Right.
And I feel like money, you know, that won't be an issue when everybody's happy and doing what they want.
Right.
So I think that's really exciting. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Today.
Thanks for coming to talk to us.
So if you want, it's to visit Grendl's website is metaphysicalmatrix.org, and you can see a lot more about what's going on here in Houston. Feel free to comment or send in a question that you might have, and let's see if we can get it answered for you, either from Grendl or myself. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.